Hello everybody, I'm Ben, and today I'm going to be drawing Terra Branford from Final Fantasy VI. Now, if you're familiar at all with the game Final Fantasy VI, you may remember that each of the individual player characters has their own introductory screen with a little descriptor, and that was the sort of theme I played with this drawing. It was supposed to be, well, it is, drawing of Terra sort of based off of that text, which is a mysterious young woman born with the gift of magic and enslaved by the Castalian Empire. Now, that's kind of a sad story if you ask me, and she is kind of a sad character, so I worked with that theme and built off of it. Now, if you watched the previous video, I asked all of you for questions and comments that I might be able to answer for you in the next upcoming videos, and I got a few questions, a few really good questions, so I'd like to go ahead and answer them now. So, Who's Jason responded with the question. Well, I'll just read the whole comment. Nice to see you back. I loved your previous videos. You said to go ahead and ask questions, so I have one for you. I've been drawing on and off for a long time, and I tend to go through phases where I lack inspiration, and nothing I draw turns out well at all. This is problematic because I end up not drawing anything and therefore not improving my skill. What are some tips you have for staying motivated and being persistent in your drawing? That is a great question. I know for a fact that I go through like really long spurts of just not feeling like drawing, not having any ideas for drawing, and it can be really tough. So honestly, I feel like the best advice for that is to, one, get away from drawing for a while. Sometimes it's necessary to like sort of hold back in order to get yourself back in the mood for it. So go, like, live, read a book, something. Like, if you find things to stimulate your brain in other ways, it often helps you stimulate your brain back into drawing, I've found it. As for keeping persistent with the drawing, that's tough, because obviously you want to practice, otherwise you won't get better, but you don't want to force yourself to draw when you have no ideas. So if you want to force yourself to draw, which I understand, I do it from time to time just to make sure that I actually get something done, something that may not satisfy me, but it will at least keep me drawing. The best I've come up with for that is to draw from life, because at least you're drawing something. You can just draw anything. Like, if you have a cat, draw your cat. If you are watching some sort of movie, draw a scene from the movie. It'll be great practice on like every aspect of a drawing, like composition, the characters, the background, everything. Don't force yourself too much. You have to live in order to get back to drawing. You can't not have any sort of outward life in order to draw from life, you know? So that's my rough answer to that. I hope it helped. Just keep drawing. Just keep drawing. Okay, the next question. This one's from Carl Johnson. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It has the umlaut over the O, so I'm not wholly clear on how to pronounce that. Anyway, he talked about my old project with the whole world building that I was doing. He said, I'd love to see/hear an update on that project you were working/thinking about before the project with the Dankra. Maybe you drop that project, and in that case it'd be cool with something new along those lines. It'd also be cool with some viewer interaction, maybe challenges or something. Now that is an awesome idea. I'd be definitely down for challenges. Maybe I can come up with some ideas and I'll get back to you with that. As far as the project, it's still ongoing. It's just I kind of put it on the back burner every so often, and then come back to it, put it on the back burner, come back to it. So it's still in the works. It's not completely gone, but it's such a huge scope that maybe I need to shrink it down so I can actually finish something with it. So yeah, there's that. Alright, next. Excuse me. Omega Sasquatch asked, you are the artist I wish I was. Well, thank you. Definitely do as many tutorials as you can, especially on things like shading. Yeah, shading is tricky. Also, what do you use to record your screen? Okay, so I'll definitely keep that in mind. Will try to do what I can for tutorials on things like shading. I'll give it my best shot. I am definitely not the best person to ask about shading, I will admit to that. But as far as what I use to record my screen, I use QuickTime 10, I believe, and it's actually pretty decent. Like, I was surprised with the quality, so I was finally able to start recording again because of that. So yeah, that's what I use. If you're using Windows, I do not know what to use. I used to use Cam Studio, I believe. Yeah, Cam Studio, and that worked okay, but it was so buggy and like dropped the recording from time to time, which was not fun because I'd record for several hours and only find out after finishing the recording that it didn't record any of it. That is horrible. So that's why there was so few videos before anyway. But yeah, so that hopefully helps with that. And I think that about does it for the questions. So again, if you have any more questions, comments, definitely let me know. Just leave a comment below. And I am on a rhyming scheme. Anyway, so I just want to thank everybody who left questions and comments. I can't wait to hear more and hopefully answer them next time. For more drawings, you can always go to bendrawslife.tumblr.com and follow me on Twitter at bendrawslife. Thanks for watching.